It's Classy Touch DIY again. So welcome back to my tutorial. So for this style now, I've already cut it as usual. I'm just going to take the measurements so we see what we have here. So this one is on fold, and as you can see, the cutting is like a normal round plate otogele. Can you see it's on fold? So I'm just going to measure it out as it is on fold, so you see what we have there. And before you cut this one, of course, you might have cut your base and the handle. Please don't forget to cut the handle before you start cutting your frame. So the first step, I have 12 on fold. That means 24 is the measurement I have for the first step, while the second step too on fold, I have 14, that is 28 when you open it up. So that means the first measurement is 24, the second one is 28. While the third step on fold, I have, this is like 16 and a half. That is when you open it up, you have 33. While the third one, I have, can you see from here to here, I have 19 inches. That is when you open it up, you have 38 inches. This is what I have here, and I join it together just the same way we join our round plates all together. Then the next one we have here, it has already been joined too. Just measure it out for us. So this is 18 inches. Okay, 18 inches. I just cut it 2 times, join it together and stitch just one end. Okay, stitch just one end. And this other one, this is 21 inches. Initially we cut 22 inches. Okay, so I stitch one end. I'm still going to stitch this other end. This is a mistake. So this one of 22 inches, you have to stitch both sides. After joining, you stitch both sides. So I'm going to take this back to my sewing machine and stitch this. So these are all the measurements we need to form this style. So let's get into the main work, shall we? So the first one we are going to be working with is this 4 steps, the one that is like a round plate otogele measurement. So I'm just going to set it on the dummy, same way we set our frame on the base. Okay, I'm going to pin it together. So I assume we all know how to do this. I'm going to just fold it in like this, pin it all the way down and pleat. Okay, I'm just going to pin it and pleat everything. So I'm not going to tack now, just use my pin to hold everything down and pleat. So once I do that, I'll come back to show you the next thing to do. All right guys, so I'm done pleating. So the next one we are going to be working with is the 18 inches twice. So let me just chip this in. It depends on how high you want your gele to be. This can be just 2 steps instead of 4, and this can be just 1. Okay, but that of 22 inches has to be 2. Okay, so you can just play around with it, but for the height I want, I have to go with this measurement. So you are going to place this one on it like this. So you pin it round like this. Then I'll pin this one too. So it's like this. Then I'm going to pleat everything also. Okay, I'm going to pleat everything. All right guys, so I've pleat everything, but what you are going to be doing to this one is you are going to be releasing the edge. Okay, I'm not going to tack everything down like this. You just release it, just leave it like this. So it's just the first one and the second one that is going down. The remaining one, you are going to leave it like that. So And you see what we have there. So this is how you are going to leave these parts. Okay, so now what we are going to be doing next is to work with the, let me set this one down. We're going to be working with the 22 inches, and the first thing we need to do for this is to fold it into two to locate the middle. Can you see? This is the middle. Okay, since you have the middle now, I'm going to start forming the pleats. So you can use a pin or needle, whatever you have, to note that middle. Okay, so this is what we are going to be doing. Let me adjust my camera. So you take one side like this, try to extend the pleats. And after you might have done that, you now start decreasing the pleats as if you are forming ace. Start decreasing it. This is so that you have this. Can you see? Then you go to the other side also. You do the same thing. First arrange the pleats. Then you now start decreasing as if you are forming ace. Decrease it like this. Decrease it. And the last bits, so that you can still have excess here. So once you are able to achieve that, so this is what we'll have. Can you see? You can pin this one down like this. My pin is not strong. I don't want to use needle, so now you bring this one too. This ashoke is very hard. Yeah? It's like eja, pali eja in my own language. It means pali eja means fish carton. So it's very hard. So I'm finding it difficult to, to just bend. It's not puffing at all. So I'll just look for a way to do that. So let me just pause and pick my dome. So alright guys, so now I figured I have to place it on top of the gilly, so that way I'll be able to achieve exactly what I want to achieve. So placing it here now, I'm using a clip to hold it so that I'll have this here. And this particular style was requested by one of our subscribers here, by one of us here. So here it is. Okay, so just bring this ashoke is very hard, so just looking for a way to bend it. It's not bending at all, it doesn't want to bend, so you just look for a way to bend it. It doesn't want to bend, it must bend by force by fire. Then another thing I figured in this style is like it seems the length I'm using is very is too long. This 22 inches is too long. So next time if you want to do your own, just try to reduce the length. So I'm just going to make this perfect. I want it to be perfect. So once it's perfect, I'll come back. But this is what we are trying to achieve. I'm going to show you the style. The style is going to be shown on your screen, so you'll be following me. So that is what I want to achieve. Okay, so but I think the length is too long now, so I'm going to just look for a way to manipulate it to give me that curve effect, and I'll come back to show you the next thing to do. Alright guys, so I think I was able to get this. So just roll it like that and use your pin to hold it together. So I'm also going to use a pin to hold it together here. And see what we'll have, so that this will show at the middle. Sorry about that. So one thing I want you to note again is that if you look at my own here, it's like it's shifting to the sides. This rules shift to the side instead of it to be at the middle. And the reason why I decided to shift it to the side is so that this one can show like this, like an arc at the middle. Okay, this one here, because I noticed that if this one is exactly at the middle, this one is not positioning at the center here, and that is because the length I use here was very short. So next time if you are making your own, instead of 18 inches, try to make it say 22 inches or 23 inches. That way your rose can be at the middle and this one will be positioned at the center. But this one too is not bad. They said any mistake is a style. So I think I've already got what I want. Can you see? I've gotten what I want. So the next thing for us to do now, just go ahead and tack. This sachet is this sachet is very hard though. I was trying to pin this one down. Okay, it's not pinning. So the remaining thing for us now is to tack everything together. And like I always say, there's no particular rule about tacking. My sister, just go ahead and tack in a neat way. Okay, so can you see? I'm just going to go ahead and tack everything together. And another thing is, please always make sure to use quality asoke. Okay, the quality of your asoke will determine the outcome of the gele. Okay, this type of asoke is very strong, so the big one, the quality one, won't be this strong. Okay, but this is what my customer provided for me. So please, if it's a fluffy one, a bit puffy one, or the quality one, it won't be this stiff. Even the pleats, everything will come out well. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So that's just it. And thank you all for watching. So I'm going to tack everything and I'll come back to show you the finished look. So I will not be showing the tacking because the tacking is normal way. Once you achieve the style, just make sure you tack in a neat way. Okay, there's no particular rule of tacking a particular design. Okay, just want to tack everything to be in shape, and make sure that you did not alter the style that you've created. So if you just happen to stumble on this video, I welcome you to my channel. Here we learn how to make different styles of auto gele, and we are still going to be introducing how to make different turban styles too very soon by the grace of God. So feel free to subscribe and click on the notification bell button so as to be notified each time I drop a new video. So I'm going to tack everything. I'll come back to show you the finished look. Okay, so I just tried to show us a sneak peek of how I tack. Okay, I started my tacking from here, so I make sure that this one we pinned it to the previous pleat. So just make sure that your needle go into it. But one thing you need to note is that my needle is not coming out from the back, from the front, rather it is coming out from the back. Can you see what I have here? This is my thread here, it's coming out from the back, so I'm just going to take it all the way. So in order for me to be able to tack this one very well, I have to first detach the rose from it, so that way be able to tack everything perfectly. So, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to tack everything down to the base, just the normal way we tack our plates, making sure that it holds this one too, this space too. So when I get to these points, and I'm sure that I've tacked this one down to the plate, then I'll now come back to tack the rows to the plates and also to the base. Okay, then after that you can continue your tacking and fix the handle. Okay, so it's as simple as that. So I'm going to tack everything like I've said earlier, and I'll come back to show you the finished look. All right guys, so I don't want you to miss this part. So I don't like the way this is just sitting like this, so I decided to raise some of the pleats up and give it kind of another look like this. So I don't like the way everything is just looking. So can you see, just raise some of the pleats up like this, and I'm going to tack. I think I prefer it that way. So please, another thing I want you to note for me is the best way to tack is this thing is first remove this rows. Make sure you've tacked this one to this point before you now start tacking your row, because my eyes so shaky. This is the third needle I'm using to tack this gele. Two needles have already broken, so please, this gele is very hard. Maybe if you are working with a softer one, it might be very easier for you to tack, but this particular ashoke is very hard. It's very strong, so I'm finding it difficult to, but like I said earlier, I'll just finish it up. Guys, so after several minutes, like 30 minutes more than that concept of tacking, finally got into the end. So this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, share with your loved ones, comment below, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye bye.